Hey guys, what's up? It's xZap here, and welcome back to another Hypixel SkyBlock video. Today we're going to have a little bit of a different video. We are talking about armor sets, but not the best armor sets. We're basically talking about utility armor sets. So we're talking about the armor sets that are best to wear when you're doing certain things. Say, for example, you're grinding experience in the mines. We'll talk about what's best for that. That's just one of the examples. There's a lot more I'm going to talk about. But yeah, so utility armor sets. And again, these sets aren't going to be, the best as far as actual health and defense stats. We're mainly focusing on the utility of them. Now, really quickly before this video starts, something I want to say is that if you haven't yet, I recommend joining my Discord server. The link to do that is down below. I announce all my streams and videos and stuff there, so it's a good way to stay updated with me. And also, I'm currently doing two different giveaways. One for a Leaping Sword and Ender Armor, and the other one is for 5 MVP++ ranks. So if you're interested in entering either or both of those giveaways, the way to do that is join my Discord server and go to the hashtag giveaways section, and the links to join those giveaways will be there. So yeah, let's get into the video now. So the first armor set that we're going to be starting with today is the classic Lapis Armor. Now I know for most of you this is probably the armor set that you first started out with. It was all the rage when SkyBlock first came out here on Hypixel. This is my first ever armor set. It's enchanted and everything from back then. And yeah, this armor set is mostly, useless now. But there is one thing that it is useful for. And that one thing is actually getting XP. So this armor set, for each piece you're wearing, it increases the amount of XP you get from mining by 50% for each piece. So basically when you're wearing this full set, you'll have 300% XP because you have 100% just normally, of course, and then each set gives you plus 50, so that adds up to 300% XP. So if I can test this out really quick, these guys know what's up, they're wearing their Lapis armor, but if I can kind of get an example of how to do this really quickly. So I'm at level 21, let's see how much XP I get. So from breaking 1 diamond, I went up about half a level with the set on. If I take the set off and break 1 diamond, as you can see there, I went up maybe like a 10th or maybe an 1/8 of a level. So it's obviously a lot less when you are not wearing this armor. And I'll be down here grinding XP from time to time, and I'll see people who aren't wearing this armor, and I'm wondering, like, do they know that you get like a lot more XP from wearing Lapis armor? It seems like these people know, so maybe it's more widely known now, but there are definitely some people who still obviously don't know that, so I thought I would include it in this video. And so the way that you actually get this armor is by coming to the Lapis level of the deep caverns and just killing Lapis zombies. Basically when you kill these, this is probably something everyone already knows, but when you kill these zombies, you do have a chance of them actually dropping a piece of this armor. It's not a high chance. People spend a lot of time, at least when the game first came out, they would spend a lot of time trying to grind this out. Of course, you can get luck 5 on your sword, and that'll definitely help you as far as your chances of getting a piece of it dropped. But yeah. So this next armor set I'm talking about is probably another one that most, if not all of you, already know, and that is going to be the Ender set. The reason this set is good is because when you go to the end, the stats double. So as you can see, I have somewhat decent stats here in the overworld, about 600 health and 250 defense. But when I head to the end, as you can see, my stats here double. So I now have almost 1,000 health and almost 500 defense. And this double, of course, includes enchants as well as reforges. So that's why this armor is especially good. It's really good when you're here in the end. Otherwise, I'd probably wear a different set, if you're in the overworld. But here in the end, it's definitely a really good set of armor. So that would be the use for this set. And so the way that you get this armor, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but in case you don't, you do it by killing Endermen here in the end. Basically, they have a chance of dropping one of the pieces when you kill them, and of course, again, luck will help your chances of them actually dropping a piece. Another thing about getting this armor set is the higher the level of the Enderman that you're killing, the better chance they actually have of dropping it. So these ones here are only level 45. But if I head down to the bottom here, these ones here I believe are level 55 or just 50. Well, anyway, they have a better chance than those level 45 ones of actually dropping the armor. So yeah, just something to keep in mind when you're trying to grind for this set. It's definitely a worth it set to go for here in the end, especially because of the fact that the end is the easiest place to die. And now the next armor set is probably one that doesn't get thought about as much and probably doesn't need to be used as much, but this is going to be the Miners set. And not the Miner set, it's Miners set. I don't know why they have two sets of armor that are like named so closely. It gets confusing at times, but we're talking about Miners, the gray leather armor. So basically this set gives you a permanent haste 2 while you're wearing it. As you can see, you have the potion effect here. And this is good in a few situations, probably not as often, but one thing that I use this for a lot is when I spawn those like those, I don't know what you call them, but like the island things that you can right click and they'll spawn like out in the void. Like this set is good for destroying those once you want to get rid of them. I actually have one underneath there that I haven't completely destroyed yet. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of obsidian in there and it just takes so long. But for when I do finally decide to destroy that island down there, this set of armor will definitely help me out a good bit. Another reason to use this armor is you could use it for cobblestone grinding like this if you're trying to just do that collection or whatever else you want it for. But it's like an auto break on stone, as you can see. It's slower on cobblestone for some reason, I think, but stone, it's just about an auto break. So that's the reason why this is so good, especially for destroying those islands, is most of them involve a lot of stone, so the auto break is really nice for taking those out quickly. So the way to actually get this armor is it does require quite a bit of cobblestone in the first place to get, but at cobblestone 7 is when you actually unlock the recipe to craft this armor. You have to get 10k cobblestone and it allows you to unlock the recipe for this armor, which you craft in the regular pattern for armor, but it takes enchanted cobblestone in each slot. So you're going to need 24 enchanted cobblestone to craft this set. Now the next set we're going to be talking about here is the fairy set. This set is useful for, well, looking cool, first of all, because I mean the fact that it changes colors is pretty cool, but also when you're wearing the full set, it does increase your speed by plus 10%. So it's a nice speed boost. It's nothing major, but it is nice to be able to run a little bit faster. And yeah, I know there are better sets for this, such as the speedster armor that'll help you go faster, but that's a lot more grinding than it takes to actually get a fairy set. So yeah, again, this is just useful for just trying to get around. If you're trying to get around spawn or wherever else, it's nice to have that little bit of an extra speed boost. So to actually get this armor set, you're going to need to go to, I believe it's called the Fairy Lake. It's in this direction here. And this is the lake I'm talking about. So this is where Tia the Fairy is as well. But yeah, so basically you just want to fish in this lake, and basically you have a small chance of fishing out a piece of this armor. It might take a little while to get, but that's going to be the same with a lot of these armor sets. So yeah. And it also definitely helps to have a rod that's enchanted with some different things, including Luck of the Sea and Lore. Because lore will help you fish faster, you know, like pull things out faster, and of course the Luck of the Sea is going to give you a better chance to actually pull out one of the pieces of this armor. But yeah, so this set is good for a little speed boost if you aren't down for the hard grind of speedster armor. Now the next armor set I'm going to be talking about is going to be Angler Armor. Now Angler Armor is basically good for when you're fishing. The full set bonus is called Sea Creature Master, and it reduces the damage you take from sea creatures, and it also increases your chance to fish a sea creature when you're fishing. And of course, depending on the sea creature, they can be a bit hard to kill, so this armor is definitely nice for that. So the way you actually get this armor is going to be through your raw fish collection. You have to get raw fish 5 to actually unlock the crafting recipe for it. And the crafting recipe is like so. It's pretty much just like how you would craft any other regular set of armor, except with raw fish. The thing about it though is the stats on it aren't too good, so if you're gonna wear this armor, Of course, it reduces the sea creature damage you take, but you're also going to need to enchant it, because if it's not enchanted well, then you might as well be wearing any other regular set of armor, because this won't be protecting you enough unless you enchant and maybe reforge it. And now, before I end this video, this set, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about it or not, but this last set is Magma Armor. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people know about Magma Armor, but this is definitely a nice set as well. It gives you a lot of health, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about, you know, actual stats with this armor. We're talking about the utility factors of them. So the good thing about this armor is you can get a ton of mana while wearing it. Basically, the way this armor works, or at least the full set bonus, it's called Absorb, and every 10 magma cubes killed, you get +1 health and +1 intelligence. And this maxes out at 200 each. So by the time you've killed 2,000 magma creams, you'll have 200 bonus HP and 200 bonus intelligence. So that is a huge portion of the actual intelligence you get from the set, aka mana. And the other factor, of course, is the reforges. You definitely want to go for smart or wise to max out your possible mana. I have wise on one of the pieces and smart on the rest, and I have just about 500 mana with that. So yeah, this set is definitely really good for mana, because then you can use your mana to use your different abilities, whether it be you know, teleporting with your aspect to the end, you just want speed boosts, or you know, just whatever other abilities you have with your weapons and stuff. It's definitely useful to be able to use a lot of those. And the way you actually get this armor is through your Magma Cream collection. It's going to be the recipes in Magma Cream 8, sorry. And this is what the recipes look like. It's basically like it's the shape of regular armor, but each spot takes 12 enchanted magma cream. So it is a good bit of grinding for this magma cream. I actually do have a video specifically on how to get this armor, so if you're interested, the link, or I'll put a card on screen now, and you can go watch that if you'd like. But yeah, you would basically just need to make a magma cream grinder, and depending on how many minions and what level they are, it would take varying amounts of time, but it didn't take me too long to actually get it. I made 2 sets of this armor in about 3 days, so I kept this one and sold another off. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy or find it useful. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. I post a lot of SkyBlock videos and do streams sometimes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go.